Okay, so let me try to. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. So I'm gonna continue today with some examples. Let's take a look at the first of the examples, and then have our short class exercise, and then I have some more examples, which will kind of lead the way to the IMC derivations. Okay. So here's our example. Direct synthesis was our topic. By the way, let's remember what we talked about. Okay, we talked about a method called direct synthesis. This was primarily based on obtaining the controller transfer function in terms of the desired overall closed loop transfer function of the system. So what you do is you specify a realistic kind of implementable overall transfer function, and then from that you derive what the controller transfer function should be. And the controller transfer function mainly is proportional to the inverse of the plant transfer function with some additional term. Okay, and therefore the poles of the plant becomes the zeros of the controller and vice versa. Okay, so there is an inversion of poles and zeros between the plant and the controller. So that you can think of the controller as some kind of an inverting function. Okay, it just negates the effect of the plant so that you try to follow as close as possible the input reference signal in a sense. Okay, so it's like a cancellation of the plant in some sense. Okay, but there are some issues involved. Remember, for example, if you have unstable poles, unstable zeros of the plant, normally they don't have any stability issues with the plant because they are zeros and we are interested in the poles of the system for stability. But if you have some unstable zeros of the plant, they become the unstable poles of the controller. Okay, so the end effect is that basically you have your controller may become unstable, so your controller output may become unbounded or very large, and that has a direct effect on your actuator. Okay, you may destroy your actuator or you may saturate it. Okay, in a sense. Okay, so let's take a look at an example. First, we will take a look at how we can design controllers for linear systems using direct synthesis. And then we will follow that with introducing the time delay. And with the time delay, eventually we will arrive at all the correlations that we have obtained, or not we have obtained, but we have basically listed in a table in the beginning. Okay. Okay, so here's the example. So use direct synthesis to derive a controller transfer function. Arkadaşlar eğer arkada görüntü varsa mikrofonunuzu kapatırsanız sevinirim. For the first order plants given by GP of S Kp over 1 plus tau P S to obtain a first order closed loop response with the new time constant tau C. Okay, so here is a plant that is already a first order plant, but it has a time constant it has a gain kp and a time constant tau p. So we want to design a controller so that the overall system behaves again with a first order behavior, but this time with a new time constant tau c. Okay, so solution. Basically, following our discussion, we already derived the controller transfer function in terms of the plant transfer function, right? Gc of s was given as 1 over Gp of s times 1 over tau c s. Okay, let's put everything in. So I have 1 plus tau p s over kp, and then tau c and s. Okay, so let me separate that out. So that's going to become 1 over kp tau c s, and plus tau p over kp tau c. Okay, now so we haven't done anything, we've just separated it into two terms. Now I'm going to take it into parentheses with respect to this term over here. Okay, so tau p over kp tau c, within parentheses I have 1 plus 1 over tau p 1 over s. So can somebody tell me what this is? It's a PI controller, right? It's a PI controller, in fact, which is in the dependent ideal PID form, right? You have a common gain over here. That's our, remember, that's our controller gain. So this is like a KC, which is the controller gain, and 1 plus 1 over tau I, which is the integral time constant, times 1 over s. Okay, so so this is a PI controller, specifically in our dependent ideal PID form. Okay, so our basically the controller parameters are Kc is equal to tau p over kp tau c, and also we have tau I, which is equal to tau p. Okay, so these have some semblance to the formulas that we have derived, but they are not exactly the same. Okay, but you see that with this kind of design, you can increase or decrease the time constant of the given system, meaning that you can accelerate it or you can make it slower and maybe more stable. Okay, any questions so far? So that's a simple application of direct synthesis to a first order linear plant. And that has given us basically, in order to change the time constant, we have obtained a PI controller for this plant. Okay, any questions? Now let's cover our class exercise, and then I have a second order plant example that's going to give you further insight, and then I have another example with the first order plus dead time type of plant, and then we will move on from here. Okay, all right, so let's pause our recording and